Welcome back to the weekend show here at beautiful Red Ledges, another of the storied names that is associated with this fantastic development is standing just to my right, a fellow who has been a scientist of the golf swing for a very long time and helped a lot of people get it straightened out. The founder of the Jim McLean Golf School here at Red Ledges. Jim McLean, how are you?
Well, thanks very much
to
for
see you.
having me on the show. Everything's great. Happy to be here in Utah and here in Red Ledges. It's great.
Talk a little bit about your association with Red Ledges and about your decision to spend a lot of time here in Utah.
Yeah, well, I met Tony Burns many years ago at Doral in Miami. That's where we first hooked up. Tony was in charge of the tour event there and a big figure in Miami as he is now. And then when this opportunity arose and Jack Nicklaus and Cliff Drysdale came out here, he invited me to do the golf. And I've got a number of golf schools, a few out of the country and a few in the United States. And this is a primo location to come to. John Papor is somebody I've known before as the head professional at the Bears Club in Jupiter, Florida, great club. And then he came out here because of Jack Nicklaus and Tony got him to come out here, and he's done a great job. And he's also the director of instruction for my golf school. So we've got a new building going up this fall, and that's going to really make this place extra special.
Fantastic. Talk a little bit about that resource side of teaching golf in the year 2014. You mentioned you got a building going in here. It takes more than a shag bag and a couple of liners the way it used to in the old days of teaching golf.
It's no more pro, well, sometimes it is a pro leaning on a 5-iron and telling you things to do in your swing. We've got everything in the world we'll have here at Red Ledges, including a TrackMan, which is the #1 launch monitor in the world, used on the PGA and LPGA tours. We also have great video equipment. We have a body track, which measures your weight distribution throughout the golf swing. So, and then the ability to go inside and outside is really important because the person can come in after we've videotaped them outside. They can come in, watch themselves in a quiet situation and really see what they're doing, compare themselves to any tour player, and then go back outside and hit them or hit them right out of the garage doors that come right up and down out of the Superstation building.
And I would imagine that ability for the average amateur to really be able to visualize not just the golf swing, but their golf swing and what's happening is really key for your instruction.
Yeah, I think it's so great that you can put the net down and you can have them hit some swings where they even take the range away. Because, you know, we oftentimes hit balls better on the range than we do on the course. Yeah. But sometimes you're not hitting them until we go on the range either. So we bring them inside and get them away from really watching where the ball goes and working on their swing, and then we take them back out on the range, and that has been a formula that's worked really good for me.
Fantastic. Last question regarding the golf swing and where you're at sort of philosophically. Because we have all of this technology at our disposal, I think the average golfer is better able to enjoy their golf more. Talk about kind of your philosophy and what you're really teaching that's the same for all players as opposed to the individual.
Well, I've always felt like the most important part of the golf swing is from halfway down to halfway through, and that's really what the launch monitor measures. Because obviously all tour players and all LPGA players have different golf swings, different backswings. There is no same backswing. You and I were just talking about Rory McIlroy and Sergio Garcia, two of the greatest players in the world, two of the greatest ball strikers with very different golf swings, but they're great through impact. And no matter how you swing the golf club, you've got to be good through the impact area. You've got to hit the center of the club face most of the time or close to the center. Off-center hits are killers, and that comes a lot of times from tension or, you know, some bad things in your golf swing. So that's why we have teachers, that's why we have a job. But certainly for me, looking at the golf swing through stages and trying to figure out what went wrong first, doing it kind of in a scientific way, I guess, or detective way, first things first, not working on something that's happening later in the swing, but getting to the root of the problem, you know, getting to the first thing and then working from there.
Fantastic. It's great to be with you.
Thank you.
Here on a gorgeous day at Red Ledges. Thanks for being in Utah.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Great to be in Utah. Thank you very much for having me.
Jim McLean, the Jim McLean Golf School here at Red Ledges.